Every emotion has a gift to it. We go through things. We don't go around them. Right now, what's like real for me, I've really been studying a lot about frequency, emotional kind of spiral dynamic kind of concept. It's really fascinating to me. You know, we bring about what we think about. True, right? One of the reasons I love your podcast so much is because gratitude is a high frequency.
So talk about frequency. What do you mean when you say frequency? We've talked about this before.
Sure.
But kind of lay that out for people listening.
Yeah, I love when the East meets the West, right? So there's a lot of concepts that are out there that are, I would consider it like an Eastern philosophy, right? Like read things from Rumi or Buddha or Gandhi, right? And it kind of feels like kind of more spiritual context, right? The West is kind of like the brain side of it. It's the cerebral, it's the how to, right? It's the progressing towards something to be bigger kind of thing. And the East is kind of like just be. That's enough, you know? I feel like right now in the world, the East is meeting the West. Very much so. Very much so. COVID did that. So when I talk about frequency, let's just talk about emotions, right? Curtis kind of hits on this.
Yeah, Curtis. We both have had Curtis on our podcast. Yeah. Curtis Morley. If you look back, you know, a few months ago, we had Curtis Morley on our podcast, and he talks about this concept called counterfeit emotions. And
let's give a shout out to Curtis.
Yeah, shout out Curtis. We love you. We miss you.
Love you, Curtis.
And everybody, if you don't know who Curtis is, check him out. Look up counterfeit emotions. Yeah. You'll find him. We'll put it in the comment or in the description too. So
let's just talk about emotions that we could feel. The spectrum of emotions, right? In a day, right? We could feel sad. We could feel happy. We could feel angry. We could feel frustrated. We could feel in judgment. We could feel, courage. We can feel willingness. We can feel acceptance. We can feel joy. We can feel love. We can feel peace. We can feel gratitude. Now, right there, I just said words. However, I guarantee you, emotionally, you just felt those words.
Yeah, and I even went back into like, oh, I felt that a little bit today, and I'm thinking of an experience, and those chemicals are moving in my body 100%. Right now. And they were kind of going a little crazy because we were going from, joy to pain to the like all at once just by you reciting those. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting too. Lowest frequency. Lowest frequency is what, Randy? You know this.
Lowest frequency is despair,
shame,
despair, misery.
Misery, right? That low frequency, right? Highest frequency,
peace,
gratitude, love, right? So there's this like hierarchy to emotion. Now, what I think there was a long period of my life where I just was, regardless of how I was actually feeling, I was committed to, I would only let myself feel a bandwidth of emotion. Because if I felt too good, in my mind, I was thinking, this can't last forever. And if I was feeling really crappy, I didn't like how I felt that way. And so it was kind of like distract me out of this, or stuff the emotion, not feel it. But the reality is like every emotion has a gift to it. We go through things. We don't go around them. And if I am able to sit in my emotions, there's a lesson in that. And usually what I found is it's not the first emotion. It's what's behind that emotion and then what's behind that emotion.